Hey everyone, I'm Ebion, and today we're playing some Commander on MTGO. Looks like our opponent is playing Sliver Hivelord, and we are playing Damia, Sage of Stone. This hand isn't bad. We're going to go ahead and keep it. Probably go turn 2 Steve, turn 3 Elf. We'll see whether or not this guy's actually playing Slivers. You guys that watched my videos in the last couple weeks know that we've seen a spattering of actual Sliver decks and fake Sliver decks. So, leading off with Crumbling Necropolis makes me think that this is probably a real Sliver deck. So, let's go ahead and play Steve. I think with Steve, we'll go ahead and grab... we'll probably grab another Swamp. This deck tends to be not very intensive as far as needing green mana. And I know we can attack for 1 on the next turn. I just don't think that matters that much. We would rather have the ramp outright instead. So we'll go ahead and play this Elf. I think with this one we will get a Forest. Yep, we are going to use that. Forest. We'll play an Island for the turn, and then we'll pass it back. That's going to put us at 6 mana next turn. Which I think will probably start holding up Syncopate or Venser at that point. Okay, Monastery Siege. Set to Dragons. Imagine that. So let's see. Things that... spells your opponents cast that target you or a permanent. So things like counter spells. And enter the battlefield effects. Okay, so let's go ahead and swing with this. And we'll send it back. Ideally, we would like to get a land next turn. That puts us in a pretty good position to play Damia. It also lets us, really figure out what we want to be doing. Villainous Wealth for something like 3 is not very good. Yeah, I don't think we care about that. So we'll go ahead and play Oracle of Moldiah here. And we've got a Dissolve on top. Obviously no attacks. Go ahead and shrink this. So he knows our next turn is definitely a counterspell. Right now we only have Syncopate for 1, which is probably not going to be particularly good. Oh, well, looks like he's playing something for 4. Demolish. No, we're definitely going to counter that, believe it or not. It's cool that you think land destruction in your Sliver deck is a thing, though. You can attack if you want. No attacks. You got it. Alright, so now we have Dissolve in hand and Cultivate on top, so I think we're still just fine to pass here. So he has all the colors for Hivelord now, so that's actually a live play for him. So it's just cost more to cast? Yeah, so enter the battlefield effects. That doesn't do anything. Thorncaster Sliver. No, we'll just go ahead and actually bounce with Venser. You're attacking. Okay. This is fine. I'll actually go ahead and block this guy just to get him off the board. That means we get to attack with Oracle next turn. And you can kill my Venser if you want. Whoa! There's no way he meant to do that. That's crazy. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play this Cultivate. So we'll go ahead and grab another island and another swamp. And it doesn't really matter what we do as far as which one comes down. And we'll go ahead and attack with these guys. And then we'll send it back. So at this point, we still have Aether Adept and Dissolve. Looks like he's just going to send it back, which is fine. That means this next turn, we'll go ahead and we'll resolve this Thragtusk post-combat. And we can still hold up Dissolve at that point. If he has something with Flash, that's fine. Go ahead and play this Thragtusk. Gain us a little bit of life, and we'll get another 5 power on the board. So keep the pressure on him. If you have a counter spell, yep. You should probably do something here. Unless you're flashing in a Sliver? Oh, okay, cancel. Yeah, I'll let you cancel that. You're still not progressing your board state, so it's okay if you want to keep holding up counter spells. Are you going for Hivelord here? Wrecking Ball. Yeah, that's fine. You're taking away a source of information for yourself. So next turn we're getting Gaze of Granite. We definitely know that he's waiting for us to spend our mana so that he can resolve this Hivelord. I think what we're going to do is give him an excuse to do it. Right now we have enough blue mana for Aether Adept and also Dissolve. So I think what we'll do is we'll cast Damia here. We'll let him resolve the Hivelord. Then we'll bounce it and hold up Dissolve. Let's give him a reason to try and do something here. I know this is kind of a dangerous line, but ultimately what we're holding in our hand isn't superb. So I think we'd like to try and draw some cards and then also just deal with this guy. Yep, so he did exactly what we thought he was going to do, which is play Sliver Hivelord. So we'll go ahead and play Aether Adept, and we'll bounce this guy. We'll swing for 6. So I think this puts him in a tough spot. Now, you know, he hasn't been doing much to progress his board state. Our commander's now online, which is going to draw us cards. And he does know that we still have a dissolve. Okay. Sure. It's a shame we don't have any instant speed draw spells. I'm tempted, once we get a couple more lands, to just go ahead and slam this Villainous Wealth, because I've never actually gotten to play it. We'll go ahead and attack first here. And I feel like we're at the point now where Villainous Wealth could actually nab us something pretty good. We're at 5. I think I'd like to at least get to 6 before we do that. Let's also go ahead and hit Foresee here. So we still want to make our land drop for the turn. So I think what we'll do is we'll stack them. So we'll put that on bottom, put that on bottom, put this on top, put this on top, play this. We'll go ahead and preordain to set up our next turn. These are actually both great. So we'll put this on top, put this on top, and then we'll go ahead and send it back. Having Profit is going to be great for us. The ability to just untap all of our permanents is going to be huge. It seems like our opponent is pretty scared of this dissolve that we're holding up every turn. I don't think that there's going to be much more he can do here. We're going to keep swinging for 8. So short of, you know, fog effects or spot removal, things like that, he could flash in a Sliver. I would assume he probably is playing those type of cards. Devouring Light, huh? Yeah, I'm actually not too worried about that. So yeah, we'll send that to the command zone. And then post-combat, we're going to play Prophet. Which is going to allow us to cast Damia during his turn anyways if he doesn't use the Dissolve. Is this Hivelord? Okay. So we'll go ahead and dissolve that. And then we'll flash in. You know, I actually think I'd rather get a live draw, so we're going to bottom this breeding pool. So now we'll go ahead and flash in Bloodline Keeper instead. Okay, there's Hollow. I think just for fun, we're going to go ahead and try and slam this Villainous Wealth. I've never gotten to play this card. So we're just going to go for it. Oh my gosh, and I still have never gotten to play it. Oh man. Villainous Wealth, why do you do this to me every time? Alright, well, that's it. I think you saw the writing was on the wall. I think we just had so much ramp that we were able to get ahead of the Sliver plan here. But Villainous Wealth, why? Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave it a like if you did. Let me know what you thought of the game. Let me know if I'm ever going to get to cast Villainous Wealth against somebody. It doesn't seem like I am. So cross your fingers. And until next time, this is Epion, signing off.